Hi guys, welcome to Oddcast, a For Nerds by Nerds show. Today you're joined by me, Joe, my co-host Paige, and CN, and we're going to discuss a couple of small items that you might have missed. So strap in and get ready. Here we go. Alright guys, well before we dive into our topics, now's your opportunity to go ahead and hit that like button, and while you're at it, hit that subscribe and notification bell so that you get notified whenever we have a video come up. Alright, so right out the jump, CN, I know that you wanted to talk about John Wick 4 because you are extremely excited about the casting.
Who's not?
It's because John Wick is amazing. All of them. All three have been fantastic.
Yeah, who's not? You got Scott Adkins. So for those of you who know who Scott Adkins is, great martial artist, great action star. You got Scott Adkins. You got Donnie Yen. You got Mr. Sonata himself in it. And you also have, of course, Keanu Reeves. I mean...
All of whom are martial artists, like actual martial artists, which is different than some other action movies where it's just actors with their stunt doubles learning some choreography, but all of them are legitimate martial artists.
Yeah, so...
Which is, I think, makes it so they can do more complex things, but all of the choreography in all of the John Wick movies have been so awesome.
I mean, just that cast alone, I'm sure we probably still have Halle Berry, and I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm waiting for more of a story.
We haven't even gotten a trailer yet.
Yeah, it's not even a trailer yet.
But thanks to the internet, all you really need to say is, hey, Keanu Reeves is going to be in this movie, and people are going to be like, I'm going to be there.
I mean, it's the same thing that happened with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser's going to be in a movie, and everybody's like, yeah, let's do it.
He's getting a major resurgence. Major resurgence.
I can't wait to watch it. I totally support him. Let's do it. Anything he's in. I saw this meme.
Totally support him, and you'll watch anything he's in?
Yeah.
Have you watched Doom Patrol yet, even though we suggested it to you, like, last year?
No, there are a lot of things I haven't watched, guys. It's on the list, though. Doom Patrol is right on the list. But I saw this meme of Brendan Fraser and Keanu Reeves that says they could just be in a movie titled Movie, and we know nothing about it, and we would all go see it, and it's true. I would go see it.
Not wrong.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
So, real quick, speaking of Doom Patrol, the new season premieres on September 23rd. So, the countdown is on. I am ready.
HBO Max, right?
HBO Max.
Yeah, HBO Max.
Especially because that trailer looked great, and I am prepared. And the cast of it is just fantastic. And speaking of a cast...
Well, really quick, Doom Patrol may seem kind of weird looking. I got pulled into it because I did not want to watch it. I got pulled into it, and it...
You're welcome.
The best thing. Thank you, Joe. It was the best thing since sliced bread. So.
He's done that with a lot of shows with both of us over the years.
The trick is you just keep watching it even when they're in the room complaining about it, and
That's
then eventually they will start watching it.
Letterkenny happened that way.
So speaking of fantastic casting like the Doom Patrol has, there is a rumor going around that Karen Gillan has been cast in Star Wars. However, nobody knows what her role is. There's a very heavy rumor that she is going to be Mara Jade. However, she also plays bald in the Marvel Universe as Nebula, so I would not be surprised if she was actually Asajj Ventress.
I mean, I have an issue with them bringing in Mara Jade, not with Karen Gillan playing Mara Jade, blah, blah, blah. I have a problem with her playing Mara Jade. I have no problem with her as an actress. Like, she's going to be great in whatever role they play her in, but I have a problem with Mara Jade being brought in as a character, just because of how they've done all of the trilogy, of the sequel trilogy, and what happens afterwards, because I don't know if any of y'all read the Thrawn trilogy.
Oh, believe me, a lot of them have.
It's because it's amazing, and Thrawn is such an amazing villain in it, which is why I was so glad that he was in Rebels, because when I found out that they weren't going to use it to be the sequel trilogy, which was one of the biggest mistakes, I think,
there's a heavy rumor that the extended universe itself is actually what Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau and George Lucas are working on trying to bring to the small and big screen.
Yes!
Much to the dismay of Kathleen Kennedy.
Insert vindication meme here. I mean, I really hope that they do, because I have not enjoyed the live action, although Rebels is amazing. I really like The Mandalorian is amazing, and Bad Batch is so good.
I feel like Mara Jade is a good call, though. And then last in the cast and call announcements, if you haven't already seen it, the cast for the live-action Avatar the live-action Avatar The Last Airbender has been released
not
for Netflix.
Not the blue people, but the cast has been put out. They actually look very much like...
And they're all fantastic actors.
Yeah. I mean...
And M. Night Shyamalan has nothing to do with this project.
I know,
so that's definitely a plus. That is definitely a plus.
Ruined it! I'm afraid that... I was scarred. That one has changed me. The last Airbender movie changed how I feel about live-action adaptations. But the thing is, the co-creators pulled out of that because I feel like there was a difference of vision, and I'm sorry, but they are the creators. They hold the ultimate vision of the show, and if you're not going to listen to what they say,
now,
like, what?
I do need to figure out, though. I would like to figure out exactly what was the and what she's referring to is the co-creators pulled out of the Netflix live action.
So I do want to share that around the same time that they pulled out is actually when they got given Avatar Studios.
Yes.
So I don't know if Paramount has their own plans for other content, so they pulled the creators off of it.
Right.
So I have not lost faith.
That's what I was saying is that I don't know what the reason why the co-creators pulled out of the Netflix. I don't know if it's because of creative differences. I don't know if it's because, like Joe said, with the whole Paramount thing, but they did leave. But we're probably going to do some more research on why. We'll definitely update you guys on why they pulled out if you're interested.
Regardless, I'm going to watch it because my love for the last Avatar: The Last Airbender universe, including Legend of Korra, is so epic that I can't, I will watch any and everything.
Actually,
Except there's no movie in Bossing Say.
Speaking of Avatar, isn't there some sort of tabletop or something like that you got?
Yes, on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Totally. What's the funding percentage now? I haven't checked.
Okay, so the last time that I checked, it was at 5,000%. Like they had the request was so small. They wanted $50,000 as a backer to invest.
I don't know if y'all know anything about Kickstarter. It's a really interesting system. Y'all should go look it up. But they have a funding percentage to be able to hit it so that you can get what they're offering. And this one just exploded. It's actually on track to be one of the most successful Kickstarters in its history.
And then the Fire Nation attacked. No, but it's a lot of fun. So the tabletop is set in the Avatar universe. You get to choose one of two eras. Actually, I think there's a third era. There's three.
I think there's 5.
There's Kyoshi, there's Aang, and there's Korra at the very least. And then there might also be Roku and Wan.
I think there's pre-Kyoshi, which I think is maybe around the Wan era. Then there's Kyoshi. Then there's the 100 Years' War, which is the time when Aang is out, so there's no Avatar. Then there's Aang, and then there's Korra. So I'm 95% sure there are 5.
And of course, as is the case with anything on Kickstarter, you get to choose the tier that you want to donate, and based on your level of donation, you get different perks. Mm-hmm. I think the maximum donation is a vendor one, which I think is $400, but the maximum for a single person is a $200 one, and that is the Husky Bear? Polar Bear? Polar Dog?
Polar Dog.
Now, is it still up and running?
It is still up and going until the beginning of September, so now's your opportunity to hop in there and grab that.
And the website for it is going to be right here. Is that in the event that you're interested in funding their Kickstarter? I mean, they're already well over, but
why wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
It's just going to be so cool. They have all the different types of benders and the subtypes of benders, as well as you can play a non-bender. I think if depending on if you're in Republic City, you can be one of the
gangs.
No.
The Tri-City Triads?
No. The ones who... Amon.
The non-benders?
No,
Amon's a bloodbender. Spoiler alert.
They have a name!
The Chi Warriors?
Maybe? No, they have a particular name. It's gonna bother me now. Or you can play a Sword Master, and it's so all-encompassing, and...
is it that much detail on their
Kickstarter
information?
Yes.
Yeah, it's they've got artistic details and stuff.
There's actually a PDF of the core rulebook you can download as soon as you become a participant of their Kickstarter. So technically, I should really download it. I want to see it.
And then speaking of games, switching from tabletop into playing video games once more, for those of you who haven't heard, Grand Theft Auto 3, the Grand Theft Auto 3 trilogy, is actually getting remade. We don't yet know if that's going to involve the Unreal Engine, although part of me hopes that it does, because, man, those games are fun.
Because there are talks of it, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I am ready to dive right back in to all 3 of them. I'm ready. Vice City in the 80s was kind of fun, and Los Santos. I mean, it's just... I love those games, and everybody should play them.
It's not my cup of tea, but, y'all have fun.
I mean, I was a big Vice City guy, so more than likely I'll be going back and playing. It just really depends on how they do it, if they're going to add more content. It just really depends. But it's out there for people who are huge Grand Theft Auto fans.
I just didn't want to, go find the purple dildo to beat a hooker with. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
It's a lot of fun. And, by the way, you beat a police officer. The first place that you get that thing is in a police station.
Oh, see? Yeah, okay.
And then last but not least, still striking in that video game nerve, if you haven't already heard, Xbox is introducing Xbox Night Mode.
Yeah, that night mode is actually pretty interesting. What it does is that it helps for people who are like nighttime players or some people who play late at night. It not only dims the control itself, it also dims the indicator light on the console itself. There's also, and right now they're in testing phases, so they're kind of testing this feature out. But controller dim, console dim, as well as your screen, not just.
It has a particular filter, so it's no longer the blue light. It's
yeah.
that sepia kind of.
So it's supposed to help people as far as, not hurting their eyes in the middle of the night, stuff like that. So I think it's a cool feature.
Yeah, for people like me, that's a huge plus. Like, my eyes have a hard time with screens, and I have to look at them all the time. So anything that's going to help me relax my eyes a little bit, I'm completely 100%
and still
on board.
enjoy playing games.
Well, honestly, screens. All of us look at screens all the time, whether it's at our job, on our phones, when we watch TV or play a game. Like, we're always looking at a screen. So anything that can help reduce that for your eyes, I mean. I hope that it works out well and that PlayStation and even the Switch will adopt
follow
that.
suit. Yeah,
because that's already a setting for your computer you can set up.
So that's it, guys. That's actually all the information we wanted to provide you guys that we've learned over the course of the last week or so. But what do you think about everything we talked about? Are you excited for the new Grand Theft Auto update? You Xbox guys, are you excited about the test that Microsoft is doing with the new night mode? I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys play games late at night, lights off, and TV's just blinding you as you're playing.
Guilty as charged.
Are you going to look up that Kickstarter? Because I think you totally should, because it looks so awesome.
And we'll also leave the link in the description below where you can go if you want to go ahead and donate to that. But other than that, while you're down there looking in the description, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.
Yes, please.
And please hit that notification bell. That way you know when we pop up things we plan on. Our goal is to put out Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, our show. So you'll be up to date on that. But other than that, you guys have anything else?
That's it. Have
Stay
a great
safe
one.
out there.
Later, guys.